a god. You are never even a man. What does that mean? Why did you say that name? Martha, why did you say that name?
Stop!
Why did you say that name?
It's his mother's name. It's his mother's name.
My mother's name is Cindy. He doesn't like the name Cindy. Welcome back to We Can Fix It, to where if we work together, we can fix just about anything. My name's Danny, and today on We Can Fix It, we are going to be painting up this kryptonite. And I also have a piece of the key from Superman. Now, during all of this, the printer decided it wanted to go foobar on itself, so we also ended up having to fix this problem. I didn't videotape this, but and it's pretty easy. All you got to do is remove the head, purchase a new one, and put the new head on, and that's pretty much it. I don't know what happened. I really don't. I don't know what happened. It's just, it was working fine when I left, and then the old lady called and said, Stay Puft the Marshmallow Man just formed on your printer, and I went, what does that mean? And I got home and quickly found out what it meant. Well, when I was spraying this to put it in primer, you can see it's just kind of rolling around. That's really the bad thing about having something so light as a print. It doesn't stay in the same spot when you spray it. The air from the sprayer will flip it over continuously. But that is the key from the Superman movie. And I would have done live feed on this, but we had so many cars passing by that it was just horrible. But this is the kryptonite from Batman vs. Superman. We do have a whole lot of plans for this. And right now we're just leaving it in its state from just being printed. The reason is because I need it a bit translucent. So we're going to put lights in this once we figure out a box and what all we're going to be doing with this piece. I do want to make it translucent. So you can see I'm just spraying on the sides a light green. And right here in the center, I'm spraying a really dark green in the center. And it really looks good. It really has a good sheen, a good shine to it, and I believe it will transition good once it starts lighting up. And we did the same paint job to the other side, and that was pretty much it for the Superman prop. The key took a little bit more and was a little bit more involved. It had to have a couple of coats because it had this sheen to it, and I wanted to get that sheen to come through. You can see here I'm spraying just a little bit of the light green on the side, just kind of brighten it back up a little bit. And it really, really looks good. Here's the boy doing an action shot on it. It kind of looks like it has a center to it. I mean, I like it. I like that paint job a whole lot. Well, now that the primer's dry on this little Superman key, I didn't know what to think of this when I seen the movie. I really didn't, and I didn't know if I wanted to put it in the collection or vault or whatever you wish to call it. I was just hesitant. I really didn't like the piece. But regardless, I figured it was a part of the franchise, and it was something that I think would if I put it with the kryptonite, it would kind of come together. Right here, I am shooting some black on it. And I'm holding it by the little tail of the piece because I can spray that separately and you'll never know it. I did sand and prep this one. We also primed it and we got it ready for paint. Naturally, prime, water, sand, prime, and then painted it. Once that black sets, I'm going to come back with a silver. And the silver will pretty much take care of the rest of the paint job. It'll be a light spray of silver over top of that black. The black is semi-gloss black. They make different versions of black, if you don't know this. So you have a matte black, a flat black, a semi-flat black. So I've learned that semi-gloss normally will do most things you need it to do, but it still has a sheen to it. Right here you can see I'm dusting the silver over top of it. And anyway, it has a nice sheen to it, and whatever you put on top of it, it makes it stand out a bit more. The semi-flat actually looks good in cars. To paint your dash, that flat black. And then you can chase it with a high gloss, with just a dusting of high gloss, and it'll look like that sucker's been professionally cleaned for a long time. But that's pretty much it as far as the key goes. The key still needs to be sprayed a little bit more. I can see a couple of spots I believe I go back and touch up. But that is essentially it. The boy was talking about down in the key. We may touch that up later. The S kind of still, you can look down in there and see a little white. So we may touch that up later. I don't think there is not much else left. It is raining like cats and dogs outside right now. I just had to do a video with the blazer because the blazer broke down, and it is pretty much a nightmare. It really is. It was hot as could be outside. I thought I was going to die trying to work on that thing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do. I spray it a little bit with silver, and then I touch up the end with a little black. And that is pretty much it for the key. And now we come on into the room, and we're going to set this sucker up on the wall. So, we have these sitting right here, right in the middle. We're going to sit this right here. Just like that. And this is the little Superman symbol. Well, little key from the movie. I think we're going to put that right up under there for right now. It'll be a little hard to see, but it'll be alright. We have plans for doing a bit more to the props involving this case. I'm going to figure out a way to put them in here and figure out a way to make that kryptonite piece right there glow, and then when you open up the case, this will be sitting inside and it'll pick up and point out like that right there. So that'll be up next. in a future episode. But for right now, we're pretty much done. Well, if you do this the way that I do this, I commend you. If you can make it look good, because I certainly am having a problem with making the videos interesting. The intros I can do pretty interesting. The video is another story. But yeah, if you do it the same way I do, I print the items, I build the items, I have the boy video me, and then I edit the videos. So yeah, it's a feat in its own within a short time frame of a week and running a regular time job. So yeah, it's fairly difficult. And not to mention, I've got all of the duties of keeping all the vehicles running and mowing the grass and all of the side projects that normally is going to get put on this, get put on YouTube. So for those of you that has watched the channel, you kind of know what you're in for. For the new people that are watching the channel, we're every single episode we try to get a little bit better and a little bit better. Sometimes we may take a step back and we learn from that mistake, and we're trying to work towards getting it better. So I really hope you like this episode, and please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, if we work together, we can fix just about anything.